Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of My Waifu and Me. And on today's episode, I am actually outside of my local Barnes & Noble. You can maybe kind of see it in the background there. And the reason that I'm here is because the waifu is out of town this weekend. So it's a Saturday night. And I was like, I'm going to head over to my local Barnes & Noble and just do a little stress relief, kind of look through the manga shelves and see if I find anything that I might want. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything that I might want because honestly, I've picked up a lot of stuff recently, but it's still nice to just go and check over. And I thought, you know what, why not? Let's take you all along with me and kind of show you guys what my local Barnes & Noble looks like. This one is super close to where I stay, and Waifu and I come here all the time. It's kind of our main Barnes & Noble, so I was like, you know what, I've never showed you guys this, and I'm just going to kind of go through the stacks, show you guys what they have, and kind of narrate along with it. I thought that might be fun. I know some other people like Weeabra and Manga Hero do this pretty frequently, so I thought it might be cool to show you guys what my Barnes & Noble looks like here in Dallas, Texas. So you guys will kind of get a good idea of what ours looks like. And again, like I said, this is the one we go to really frequently, so let's go inside. Just me and you, no Waifu today. Waifu will hopefully be, well, I know she'll be back in a couple days, so she's gonna be back soon, and then we can hopefully bring you guys some other content. But let's go inside, let's see what's in Barnes & Noble today.
Alright everyone, so let's head inside. I hope that you guys enjoy seeing what my local Barnes & Noble looks like. I did have to do a little bit of a voiceover because the music was really loud inside of here. So I'm going to go shelf by shelf and just show you everything that we have here at my local Barnes & Noble. So we're starting obviously in the A's, and there's a couple standout ones here, but specifically After the Rain is one that I've been thinking about picking up. I'm not particularly sure if I want to get it just yet, but it is nice to see Volume 1. Also pretty cool is all of these Akira, the large editions. These are not the hardcovers. They're actually the soft covers, which I think is interesting. They have 4 of them for some reason. I'm not really sure why. And then here we have the Ancient Magus Bride. We actually talked about this in one of our recent videos because we suggested it if you're a fan of, magic mystery types. And we really enjoyed the anime. We've never read the manga, but we really like the anime. Alright, so we've got a couple more on the A shelf here. I think a lot of this is stuff you can kind of, pass over. We're going to go over a couple of things, but I did want to point out Asadora here. This is the newest series by Naoki Urasawa. He's a really, really well-known mangaka. He's in a lot of really popular series. They've got a lot of Assassination Classroom, another popular Shonen Jump series, and then you've got your Attack on Titan section, which takes up a massive part of the shelves here. They've got dang near every volume, as well as some of the spin-offs down there. You've got some Aelita, you've got Beastars. Yeah, Beastars, we like the anime, but not really decided if we want to pick the manga up anytime soon, but we did like the anime. Season 1 and 2 were both pretty good. Berserk here, just a couple single volumes. And then you've got Black Butler, which also takes up a massive part of the shelf here. I don't know if you guys are fans of Black Butler. Tell me down in the comments. I've seen a little bit of the anime. Then you got your Black Clover section, obviously popular shonen series. They've been reprinting these volumes 1, 2, and 3. Waifu and I have actually picked up 1, 2, and 3. Haven't picked up past that because we're kind of waiting for 4 to reprint, which is why I kind of show here on the shelf. But, we've got volume 5 still on the shelf, volume 8, and a couple other sporadic volumes. But usually around 16, 17 onward, you've actually got a pretty good amount of those volumes still on the shelf. I do have Black Lagoon Volume 11. Waifu and I have Volume 1 and 2 so far. It's a series that I like the anime of, but have not read the manga yet. And then you've got these Blade of the Mortal omnibuses. So Waifu decided to pass on the big gray brick versions, mainly because of the fact that these have such beautiful, colorful spines. And the spines are just super nice, so we decided to go with those volumes instead of the gray ones. Got Blood on the Tracks, a favorite of ours, Shuzo Oshimi's story. Then you got Blue Exorcist, Popular, Blue Flag, Blue Giant, and Blue Period, which I've got to pull out here because the anime just aired on Netflix, and hopefully you guys are checking that out. It's a pretty great adaptation so far as of 1 episode. But yeah, the anime, we do own all 4 volumes of Blue Period. Boruto, which is obviously trash, not a fan. Boys Run the Riot, a series Waifu has been picking up recently. She has all 3 of the volumes that are out so far. And then we've got Cardcaptor Sakura, a couple other sneaky ones in here, or any of these. And then check this out. So 7 and 6 of Chainsaw Man, and that's pretty nice, right? I know it's just the 2 most recent volumes, but they pretty much never sold out of 6 at this store, which is nice, but obviously got a good stock of 7 in as well. A couple other series that I'm not too particularly familiar with. Obviously I know of them, but nothing that I'm like super interested in. We're going to keep kind of browsing the shelves here. Die Dark's one that we picked up before, which you've seen some of our hauls. And then you do have a couple volumes of Dead Demons, Dead Destruction, which is the newest Inyo Asano story. This is by, the author of Goodnight Punpun, which is a classic, but only a couple volumes of it there. Then you've got Death Note, the Black Edition, which if you saw one of our most recent hauls, we picked up 3, 4, 5, and 6 of those editions, but we still haven't got 1 and 2 yet, so I always kind of check to see if they have those. Last volume of Demon Slayer. A couple miscellaneous volumes here, you know, just 1 or 2 volumes of each of these things. D. Grayman, popular shonen series, mainly just the newest volumes. Some stuff I don't really know about, but then we've got Nagatoro, very popular from the last anime season. A couple of volumes there. They don't have volume 1, but, you know, Nagatoro, everyone's favorite. Dragon Ball Super, as well as a couple other little miscellaneous Dragon Ball stuff. And then you got these nice big hardcovers of the Driven Classroom. It's the complete series, Kazuo Metsu. And Kazuo is sort of an inspiration to someone like Junji Ito. Junji Ito has cited him as someone that he was inspired by, so this is a really classic collection they've done with these hardbacks. I do think there's singles out there that are a little harder to get, but, you know, no big deal. You got your Dr. Stone section. Classic shonen. Well, classic. It's a current shonen running right now. A couple other miscellaneous things. Elfen Leads. People are fans of that series. Not really my thing. Get your, like, 1 fairy tale volume on the shelf there. And then your Fire Force section. Check this out, guys. I am not the biggest Fire Force fan. I really don't like it very much. I tried the anime, kind of bailed on it. Not my thing in any way, shape, or form. But obviously a big dedicated section because it is a popular shonen running right now. Got your hardbacks. Oh, and snuck actually right there, you've got your Fire Punch Volume 5. Really random. The series is getting a bit harder to find, but I think it is reprinting. But then you have your Fist of the North Stars Volume 1 and 2 hardbacks. These are 1.5 in 1s. If you want to pick these up, there's going to be 18 complete volumes of these. You can actually look at all the covers because these were actually released in Japanese as well. Definitely check those out if you want to try that. And then The Flowers of Evil, one of my favorite mangas of all time. Just a great series. I won't spoil it. You should check it out if you want to try something that's a little different. You got some Fruits Basket, Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal editions. Waifu and I are still trying to pick some of these up. We only have 1 through 6 or 7, I think. 6, I believe. So we still need 7 through 14, which that's 14. That's the newest one. Great character. Lust on the cover. Wonderful character. Then I want to show Gigant, and this is the newest volume. I believe this had just come out the weekend that I was filming this, so it's only been out about a week or so as of this posting. You know, a new volume there. A couple other miscellaneous stuff. Girl on the Shore, Gleipnir, Goblin Slayer. Pretty popular series. There's a good pan of that full shelf. So then up at the next shelf, we do have this, which is pretty interesting. This is Goodnight Pun Pun Volume 1. And those of you who aren't familiar, for a minute there, Goodnight Pun Pun was kind of selling for a lot of money. Complete collection of it was, but they have reprinted the whole series. And they've got a lot of Volume 1 here, as you can see. They've reprinted the whole series, so hopefully everyone can get their hands on it. Go with the Clouds, North by Northwest. Waifu's been reading that. And then we've got Haikyuu. Yes, a massive Haikyuu section at this Barnes & Noble. Does look like they have, not every volume, but quite a few miscellaneous volumes in there. Haruhi, followed by these Hellsing big boys. I do have Volume 1 of the big ones. I need to get 2 and 3. That'll complete this series. It's only 10 volumes originally, so it was put into 3 omnibuses. I'd like to get that completed at some point. Volume 1 of Hell's Paradise. Supposed to be an anime of this coming out soon, right? I don't know if soon's the right word, but it's supposed to come out. So hopefully we get an anime of this. I think I'm kind of waiting on the anime. Haven't decided to make any moves in the manga version yet. Okay, looking here. Oh, High Score Girl, right? So Waifu's been reading that. Got quite I think we have 3 or 4 volumes of that. You know, pretty sweet. Then you got Horimiya, great little romance series. If you're interested in that sort of stuff, romance series. I enjoyed the anime. Dumbbells, Waifu and I have all the volumes that are currently released of that. And then you got some Hunter x Hunter here, which it's nice. I know a lot of people were wanting a reprint. And I think they've just about reprinted the whole series over the last year or two, which is probably nice. A lot of people found the series during the pandemic, and I think that it's nice that they're getting more volumes on the shelf because people are wanting them. You've got I Am a Hero, the omnibus editions. Ooh, that one's in some weird condition there. And yeah, not great. But, you know, good read for Halloween, I think. A couple other miscellaneous series kind of on the shelf here. Nothing I'm super fond of. Okay, you do see Inuyasha Viz Big Edition Volume 1. And if you've been watching the videos, you know Waifu and I have recently been picking up the Viz Big Editions of Inuyasha. So nice to see Volume 1 out there for fans. There's all your JoJo's hardcovers. Looks like they've got quite a few of these hanging out on the shelf here today. Just a couple here and there. A couple Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. Really not a lot of Part 3, it looked like. But quite a bit of Part 4. And obviously the newest Part 5. And then you got your JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. Looks like Volume 5 just restocked. Not really sure what's going on there or why that one restocked. But you've got a lot of Volume 11s. Volume 12 should have been on the shelf here, so it's a little weird. I don't think they had any 12s. at this store, but most Barnes & Nobles already had them. Got Kageki Shojo, really cool series about drama student, and Waifu picked that up recently. And then you've got Kaiji Volume 1 and 2. Those are being re-released by Dinpa. And the reason Kaiji's in the mainstream right now is mainly because it's comparisons to the show Squid Game. So if you've watched Squid Game, you might actually enjoy Kaiji. Kind of got some similar theming to it, so you might want to try that one out. Only 2 volumes, but there's a bunch of those in Japanese, so just to be aware. Kakaguri's also a kind of gambling series next to it. There's Karate Survivor Another World, a new isekai series being released by 7 Seas. This one looks weird. I'm not for me, but it looks weird. I don't like isekai, really. So we'll jump over a couple random volumes there. I did touch those Kizumonogatari's, I believe it was called. Then you've got The Kingdom of Z, which I keep grabbing every time I go into Barnes & Noble. I think it's a zombie series. I'm not 100% sure. But it looks like, kind of got that High School of the Dead vibe going for it, right? That sort of zombies and, culture. And so, Kingdom of Z, looking very interesting there on the shelf. I've been thinking about picking it up, but I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. It's definitely interesting. And then here we have Kiruru Kill Me. This is brand new from 7 Seas. This is a Shonen Jump Plus title that's finally being published here in English in physical prints and kind of has an interesting concept. I believe a person hires a hit woman to kill him, falls in love with her or something like that. So pretty interesting series there. Got your massive Komi shelf. Obviously the anime for this series just aired in Japan. I think there's about 2 episodes out as of this filming. It's getting really well received. I think more and more fans are going to be crawling to pick this series up. So if you want to start Komi Can't Communicate, the story of a shy girl. Oh, and there's volume 15. That's the newest volume. Story of a shy girl, bit of a communication issue, and she's trying to make a lot of friends. So pretty cute. Definitely check that one out. A couple random ones. Oh, Land of the Lustrous here. They've been reprinting volume 1, it looks like. So Land of the Lustrous, cool story about gym people in a gym homeworld. Legend of Zelda. And then there's Levius. Oh, I showed the back. But Levius is about mechanical boxers. I haven't watched the anime or anything like that, but I really have been interested in it. Just the concept of like boxing and stuff. Just, I don't know, it gets me excited. Don't know how else to put it. All right, check out these Lone Wolf and Cub. Lone Wolf and Cub, the Dark Horse, they're reprinting the omnibus, or at least the first one. Not sure if they're doing more. So I think this is new, Love and Focus, but it's like all in one. And then you've got 1, 2, and 3 right there. So not sure what's going on with that one. A couple random volumes there. Made in Abyss, pretty popular. And then you've got a couple other random ones. Oh, Mashima's Heroes. I'm not a fan. Obviously, if you know me, I hate Hiro Mashima. He makes not my favorite manga. Whatever. Don't crucify me in the comments or nothing, gal. Mermaid Saga, Waifu picked that one up. But then right next to it, you see Mirako-chan kind of hanging out. And that is another new series that just got an anime adaptation. So I expect it looks like they've reprinted a lot of Volume 1, which is smart because people are going to go pick it up after they watch the anime. Does look like Volume 2 is missing here, and I've heard that... Oh, and I'm going to put that back later, I promise. But it does look like Volume 2 is missing. You got your Mob Psychos. Got a couple other miscellaneous things. This one kind of stood out to me. Monster Guild. I don't really know much about it, honestly. Monster Musume. Some people are fans. Some people aren't. IDK. But look, I put Mirako back. Promised. Okay, so here we go. This is the Barnes & Noble Bestsellers section. Looks like the employees kind of put some suggestions on these notes in front of them, but they have good taste, Flowers of Evil. And then you've also got Shaman King, good taste, but bad taste, Fairy Tail. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Let's go ahead and flip that one around. No, I can't. I feel bad. Okay, let's flip that one back around. Yeah, my bad. Whatever, Fairy Tail sucks. And let's look down here. Saint Young Min, Zom 100. Waifu and I have been loving Zom 100. We've read all 3 volumes that are out currently in English. Great stuff, Rainbow and Black. Waifu just picked this one up from a half-price book, so maybe we'll get more of that later. Had to censor out Chainsaw Man Volume 6. In Sales at Work, I believe this was suggested to us by Laura recently, I believe. Cells at Work, pretty cool series. We've never tried it, so we might have to give it a shot. And then you've got House Husband, Mushoku Tensei. Obviously, a little bit of interesting characterization in this series. We've enjoyed the anime for the most part, but obviously I would use the word just a little shaky. And then Silent Voice. We actually suggested this series to our viewers in a recent episode that we did as well. More Mushoku Tensei. Like we said, the new season has actually started recently. Well, the second half of the first season. Dress Up Darling. This was cute, but Waifu and I both didn't really enjoy the first volume, so we've recently put it in our sell pile. Then you got your My Hero Academia section. Lots of different stuff, lots of different spin-offs, yada, yada, yada. We love My Hero. We enjoyed a lot. Didn't really enjoy Vigilantes too much, but I did love the classic series. So we mainly just watch the anime, though. We don't collect the manga. This is a new series, My Love Mix-Up by Viz. New Shojo series. It's always nice to see a new Shojo on the shelves for people to pick up. And then you got My Senpai's Annoying. Unfortunately, no Volume 1. It looks like just Volume 2. But My Senpai's Annoying, another new anime coming out this season. And then you've got your Naruto section. Yes, they have to have a little bit of Naruto on the shelf. No way around it. I mean, better to have this than Boru trash. But yeah, it looks like they have quite a few of the omnibuses here, which I'm not sure if there are fans of those anywhere. But got No Guns Life. Big fan. I enjoyed the first volume. I say big fan. I enjoyed the first volume. I need to read more. I know there's going to be, I think, 14 total, but I have 1, 2, and 3. And then you got Noragami. I'd like to really pick this one up, but those spines get ruined. Those Kodansha spines with that matte cover, they just get so many just dings and I mean, look at this. This volume is in tough condition. So I want to start Noragami. HVL has recently been reading it, I believe. I'd like to give it a shot myself. So I'm going to consider it and hopefully pick that one up in the future, but not from this one because it's just a beat up volume. Got a couple One Piece volumes. My boy Buggy the Clown, Buggy D Clown on the cover. Let's go. All right. Sorry, I had to get high for Buggy. But they have the newest volumes, 95, 96, 97. People who want to pick up what's recent. One Punch Man section, there's your newest volume. You know, good shonen comedy, blah, blah, blah. It's good. I enjoyed the anime for the most part. Orient, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Waifu and I picked up volume 1. I haven't read it yet, but the waifu has. She didn't really like it that much, but might have to read it myself, see what I think. Orion, volume 2. We did recently pick up a couple volumes of that if you saw our recent haul. You've got a couple more things on the shelf. Nothing really interesting me. You do have, let's see here. Oh, Pokemon Collector's Editions. These are really awesome prints. If you don't already have these in your collection, you're a Pokemon fan, go grab them. Go snatch these up. Look at those. Okay. Prince Freya, waifu's reading it. She's enjoyed it. I think she has maybe one, two, something like that. A couple volumes. Prince Jellyfish, waifu promises she's getting the box set. She needs this series. It's going to happen eventually. But not yet. Not yet. Not yet. The Promise Peak Verland. No, I'm joking. I didn't. The second season ruined it for me. But there's the last volume. Quintessential Quintuplets. Also a series that recently concluded. There's the last volume of that. I know there's a lot of fans of that series. Radiant. And then you've got a couple more. Just sort of miscellaneous series. Rimina. Recent Junji Ito. If you haven't tried Ito out. You get your Rent-A-Girlfriend section. I was kind of surprised. They were pretty stocked up on these. No volume 1, but most of the rest of the series so far, I think 8 and 9 got printed like really close to each other. It was like maybe like a week or two apart or something. Pretty weird, but those are both kind of new volumes on the shelf. I enjoyed the first season of the anime. I have not tried the manga out. I think I own the first volume. Then you got your Sailor Moon Eternal Editions. I always see these, and I honestly think they just are gorgeous. Waifu and I do own the first one. If you've seen some of our collection videos, we got the first one at a half price books or half off. They're a bit pricey. You might want to opt for the singles like you're seeing there. They're kind of reprinting, but I think it'd be cool to have all the Eternal Editions. Down here, another series I've thought about, Sayonara Football. I think it's by, the author of Your Lie in April, maybe. One of those series. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but I've thought about it in the past. And let's see, what else do we have here? A series I jokingly call Shibuya Midfish. I did not like the first volume very much. Not the best when it comes to psychological thrillers, which are my favorite. Something I like a lot. Snow White and the Red Hair. This is a shoujo series that gets suggested a lot. I've been hearing a lot. And I feel like I've seen volume 1 at other places, but I don't always see it. So nice that this Barnes does have volume 1. I'd like to pick it up. And then there's Soul Eater Perfect Editions. I just recently read all 4 of these. I've never read Soul Eater before. Had a really good time with them. I'll hopefully talk about those more in another video, but had a really good time reading those 4 volumes. Splatoon for some reason. Then you've got your newest volume of Spy Family, as well as volume 5 of Spy Family. It's a great series. You should check it out if you're in a shonen series at all. I think you'll have a good time. Sweat and Soap, HVL's favorite manga. People love Sweat and Soap. It is so sweaty, so soapy, so good. I don't know. I've never read it. I don't intend to read it, but Sweat and Soap for all y'all that are fans. I got a couple volumes of that up there. What else we got going down here? Oh, yeah, Slime for all the Slime fans. I know that we got a lot of Slime fans out there. I'm not a fan either. I haven't tried the anime or the manga. Maybe I'll enjoy it. I'm not sure. Hanako. Waifu and I collect Hanako. There is volume 10. That is the newest release of Hanako so far. Then you got your Tokyo Ghoul section. I promised myself I'm going to read this soon. Me and Chase over in the Dark Stages Discord are actually going to be reading like 4 volumes a week of this. So it'll be my first time reading it, and we're going to do a bit of a book club over there. So if you want to join that, make sure to go over and check out the Dark Sage over on YouTube. But yep, Tokyo Ghoul Re. They do have volume 1 of Re, but not volume 1 of the true original Tokyo Ghoul. What else do we got over here? Tokyo Tarareba Girls, right next to Tokyo Ghoul. I think that was a light novel of Tokyo Ghoul. To Your Eternity, volume 2 and 7. They don't really ever stock up too much on those. Here's Tri-Age X. This is a series by, I believe, the brother of someone who worked on High School of the Dead, which is one of my favorite mangas. Got Twin Star, Undead, Urusei Yatsura. But then you got the big boy Vagabond Viz Big One, baby. Waifu and I did recently pick this up. Haven't read it yet. Waifu's read it. She's been calling it Vagamid, so whew, we'll have to see how that goes when I finally read it. Vampire Night. If you watch the podcast, make sure to sub the Answers Anime Podcast. Vampire Night, baby. Vinland Saga, one of the waifu's favorite series of all time. She loves Vinland Saga. We own every one of those hardback editions. She bought those very quickly after we started collecting. Waiting for Spring, recent series that we talked about in one of our videos. Good selection of House Husband. The newest part of the anime came out. We Never Learn, a Shonen Jump title. Then you got 2 W's back-to-back, big W's. Witch and the Beast, Witch Hat Atelier. Both really great series. Waifu's loving Witch Hat. I loved Witch and the Beast, so good series there. Wotakoi. Waifu and I watched the whole anime. We enjoyed the anime a lot. I thought it was cute. Not one of my like best, but cute show. Yona the Dawn, another popular shoujo series. I don't really have many volumes here, but I've seen barns that are stocked up on those, so if you're a fan. And then there's Your Lie in April, volumes 1 and 2. I've seen those getting restocked everywhere. Got a couple stragglers down there, Yu Yu Hakusho, Zom 100, stuff like that. Here's one last end cap for this Barnes & Noble. They've kind of got a couple volumes just chilling on the shelf, having fun. But I know that Chase the Dark Sage is a big fan of Do You Like the Nerdy Nurse? Probably his favorite ecchi series. Make sure you pick it up. No, I'm being sarcastic. I'm so sorry. He hated it. There's a couple other random volume stuff I kind of already talked about as we were scanning the shelves. They have to highlight the good stuff. Attack on Titan, Fire Force. Well, good stuff. Popular stuff is the word that I would use for Fire Force. Vinland Saga, Demon Slayer, Fairy Tail, My Hero, Slime, Soul Eater, Toilet Bound. And then this is pretty cool. I do have a couple of the box sets. Looks like that's the entirety of season 1 of Attack on Titan. For some reason, the box set split them into seasons. Not really sure why Kodansha decided to do that, but I guess it correlates with the anime. So that is the all of season 1 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then also 1 through 10 of Fairy Tail. One of the box sets. And there's a Berserk table. And it looks like they really only have like volume 1 on this table of the big ones, which if you know, Waifu and I, we have all of the volumes so far. We have a couple other horror stuff over here. Junji Ito's No Longer Human. Waifu and I actually ran around and tried to find that volume, and it was tough, but happy it's restocking. Tomie and Junji Ito's Smashed collection. So there you go. And I did go to the back really quick and check out the anime Blu-rays and DVDs. I don't know why. I've never bought one, but this Castle in the Sky steelbook was pretty cool. They're making a lot of steelbooks of these Ghibli films, so check those out if you're into that as well. Love Ghibli movies. Waifu and I both do. All right, we're on our way out, and that's all they have at my local Barnes & Nobles. I hope you guys had a really great time. So let's do a wrap-up in the car.
All right, so we're out after looking around Barnes & Noble for a little bit, and I hope you guys like that. That's my local Barnes & Noble. That's what they have in there. Did you guys see anything you would have picked up? I actually left empty-handed today. I did not pick anything up. But was there anything in there you would have picked up if you had gone shopping with me today? Tell me down below in the comments if there's anything in there that you liked or that you would have picked up or that you've been looking for, anything like that. I know there were a couple things that were, new volumes that had just come out, but also just a couple things that maybe people are still looking for, that there are some selections that they haven't seen before. So if so, definitely tell me down below, because you guys kind of got to go shopping with me and go and see my local Barnes & Noble. But that's all that I have for you today. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, do all that, because it helps us out here on YouTube, helps us to grow, helps us to find a better audience, and helps us to connect more with other manga fans and anime fans. And that's what we're all excited about. That's why we do this here on YouTube. But on that matter, this has been another episode of My Waifu and Me. Thank you guys so much. Keep loving manga, keep collecting manga, keep reading manga. This has been My Waifu and Me. Well, really just me. And I'm saying peace.